Hello and welcome. My name is Lynetta. Welcome to Divinely Guided 999. So today is going to be a different reading. Today, this reading is going to be about you needing to stock up on water and take your children out of school. Now, before I even start this reading off, I ask that the universe help guide me through this message and protect this reading. There go my voice again. And as well as in assist so that I can articulate my words the best that I can to get this reading or this message across. All right. One second. Almost forgot. But yeah, matter of fact, before I even go into this reading, I'm gonna talk about so back in 2019, right after my spiritual awakening, I had a dream that I had a dream. It felt so real because what I had on, and I still remember to this day what I had on. What I had on that day, I went into my daughter's room because they was at school. My kids was at school. And I went into her room to take a nap. Yeah, I be doing stuff like that sometimes. But I went into her room to take a nap. And in my dream, the same thing happened. I went into her room to take a nap. And I had on the same exact clothes. And it felt so real. And in this dream, I was going to college, and I saw someone that I used to know, and we was catching up with each other on an elevator. And when we got off the elevator to walk outside, it was like pitch black outside. You couldn't even see nothing. It was just dark. And it went from that to now. Hold on, because I'm missing a part. Before that, my children came home with a permission slip, but it wasn't to go on a field trip. This was like asking for permission for the parents to pretty much, like, if something was to happen while your kids are in school, that you are sending them to school with a with a change of clothes and with whatever medications that they may need. That's what that form was that they came home with. Then that's when it went into me being in college and talking to the person that I knew as a child, on the elevator. And then we get off the elevator to go outside to, go home. And it was pitch black. I didn't even know if it was night or day. And I made it home somehow. But when I made it home, I didn't even know what my kids were. Like, my kids wasn't even at home with me. So I was wondering where my kids was. And then that's when I woke up. Now, I had this dream in 2019, and I remember it very vividly. And because it meant something to me. To me, I really felt like something was about to happen, and I just didn't know what was about to happen or what that dream meant at all. And then you fast forward months later, and then 2020 happened with the COVID and all that. But I just had another dream of stocking up on water. So this is a time to stock up on water. And that dream that I had in 2019, my kids no longer are enrolled in school physically. My children are going to school from home, and that's because of the dream that I had. And I followed through, excuse me, with what I saw in my dream. So I had another dream, like I said, about stocking up on water. It's time to stock up on water and take your kids out of school. And I'm throwing in that take your kids out of school because I'm going back to the dream that I had in 2019, where you pretty much will be giving permission to these schools. And if something was to happen, y'all already know how it is. Like how they have codes for if something was to happen, you won't be able to get to your children. That's why it's best for you to have your children by you. You know, a lot of times, people be, I can't wait to school. Shit, keeping it real. Excuse me. You know, most people don't even like to even deal with their kids. So they look forward to their children going back to school and their kids being every fucking program activity that the school offer, and they barely fucking taking care of their kids for real because the school is doing so. This is a time right now to where self-sufficiency is very, very important. It's time to stock up on not only water, but other things as well. And it's time to get your house in order, get your children in order if you have any. Get things in order because I don't know what's about to happen, but something is about to happen. And I'm telling this message because, like I said, in that dream, I was in college. Oh, I just got chills. So, for the last few months, I signed up to go back to school in, I want to say, June. And I got accepted and everything. But honestly, the only reason why I signed up to go back to school was because I'm in a point in my journey to where I can't work at no regular job. It just, my soul won't allow me to. So, and I still have bills to pay. I still have my children that I have to take care of, including having to take care of myself as well. And I'm gonna keep it real. Like that was the last resort. Like I'm gonna just go ahead and sign up for school. But that's not something that I really wanted to do in the first place. And I was supposed to sign up for my classes this past weekend, but I didn't because I'm telling you, I went through the process and everything, but my soul just would not allow me to do it because I started to think about that dream I had back in 2019 when I was in college, and my eyes getting watery, and I just felt like, is this it? Is it about to happen? Because that's where I was at when this happened. So pretty much interpreting that dream today, I would say that dream is pretty much saying that things is about to get real out here. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know what it is because I don't. But the fact that I really had the urge to go back to school, right? And then I remembered the dream that I had years ago. And that's what scared me to not want to. Because when it comes to my kids, man, I'm very protective. Like I love mine down, like for real, and I want to be by my children, knowing what's going on, all that. I cannot be in a place to where I have to be somewhere at a certain time and I have to leave at a certain time. My time has to be free, meaning I have to be able to move whenever. And that's how my life is right now. Like right now, I can move and I can, if I need to be somewhere at a certain time for my children appointments, right? I can do that. I don't have to ask for permission or time off or any. I can be where I need to be. And if I was to go back to college, I wouldn't be able to have that flexibility because the major that I was going to major in, it's not something that I can do online. So that scared me to even going in the first place. But see, the universe really, really do protect and guide because what ended up happening is, you know, opportunity started to come my way to where I put that school that school shit on the back burner. Like, well, I don't need to do this. And then, things happen. So now it's back in my mind again. And then what the universe do? Present me with another opportunity. And it's because it's creating a path that I'm supposed to be on in the first place. But again, as I was saying, it's time to stock up. Get your house in order, get your things in order. And most importantly, throughout this year, I just been getting messages throughout this year. Okay, and I don't be knowing what it be meaning. So I never really be like, but I know it means something. So when I really sit and think about the dreams that I've been having over these years, they all make sense. So some of y'all need to get some insurance on your house. Again, I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I don't know if this is like a natural disaster or something. But if it is, you will be able to make sure that you are covered. Because I was in a tub one day and I just heard like, get some renter's insurance. I don't know damn where. Months ago I've been having the urge to get my house in order. And what I mean by that is like emergency things. Do you have emergency bags for if a certain situation, and we ain't talking about anything that has to do with like the government right now. I'm talking about any emergency situation. Shit, if your house catch on fire, do you have a bag that you can just grab and go? Or will you be scrambling trying to get shit? Stock up on all the necessities. I feel like 2020 was a test trial to see how people will react and you saw how people was reacting. And my reaction to 2020, shit, I wasn't scared. Self-sufficiency is very important right now. Knowing how to do things on your own is very important. I went vegan in 2019 out of nowhere. Just the craving of the things I used to eat just was no longer there one day. But because of the people that I were around, I was catering to what they desired. So I went back to eating how I used to. Right now, today, I have no one around me but my children. And because of that, I'm going further than I was 4 years ago in my journey. I'm getting back on track like how I used to. And I'm seeing why the things that happened back in 2019 happened. Because 2019 is when I first officially went vegan. Before you started to see all of this on the internet about what people seeing and finding in their food. So now today it's like that's why. When I say we are guided and protected, we are really guided and protected. And I'm speaking for whoever watching this channel because it's not going to apply to everybody. Because of course, everybody have their own different beliefs. But right now is the time to really get your body and mind, soul, spirit, everything into alignment and to be healthy. Now, I said I was doing a reading, but I'm just talking and talking and talking. And I'm going to keep it 100. I don't even really feel like doing a reading because I'm just speaking from the heart right now. I'm just saying what I'm giving to say. Like, but it's time. It really is. But I'm gonna get into this reading and see what is the messages that comes out. All right. Oh, and not only that, before I start this, I had a dream like like I want to say this was maybe 2 years ago, that everybody in this world, well, of course it wasn't everybody in this world, but in my dream, that's how it looked because I was outside and it was just like a whole bunch of people standing around and it was fire. And I'm standing there looking at all these people on fire, but I'm the only one standing there and I wasn't on fire. I had another dream about having to get somewhere. But in order to get over on the other side, you had to walk on this. Y'all probably seen it in movies and stuff, like hot charcoal that's on fire, And I walked over it, and I was hesitant at first, of course, because shit is hot. But as I walked over, like I didn't even feel it. But let's get into these messages and see. Yeah, what I say with committed coming out. This is a time to really be self sufficient. Everybody, I'm not gonna say everybody, but a lot of people talk about um politics, and I'm not into politics at all. I don't vote. I voted one time in my life. One. And that's when I was 18. I don't vote. I believe in you are the person that determines how your life gonna be. Because shit, when I was broke, or when I was doing good financially, it wasn't because of who the fuck was in office. It's because I put that work in. And that's what I believe. Y'all could believe different, but that's just how I believe. But yeah, it's really time to get committed and be loyal to your journey, for the ones that know. Because this ain't for everybody, like I said, because it's probably some people that been tuned in to this channel, and just to see what it's about and just to hear a message or whatnot. This is for people that is really, really in that frequency and on that wavelength of bettering yourself and being committed to your journey and being loyal to it, even in uncomfortable times. Because y'all been seeing the signs. And these signs is here because it's letting you know that it's time. It's time. This is a time right now. Something is about to happen, like I keep saying. And I do not know what's about to happen. But I'm going to say this. Y'all going to, excuse me, y'all going to start seeing more people as a collective come forward. And I mean, like, people like myself, people that are trying to get messages out there, and people that are trying to warn you about things. You're going to start seeing more of that. Because, like I just said in the beginning, how I started I had my spiritual awakening in 2019. I'm just now getting here to the place of doing what I supposed to been doing. And that's because I was distracted, I was delayed, all type of shit. Because of the people that I was around. And you're gonna start seeing people come forward more. Because months ago I kept seeing 144 at the on the clock is 144. On my receipt is 144. Wherever is 144. I know I'm the chosen one, and this is not to be on no cocky shit, because a lot of people be chosen. I know that I am one of those. But at the time, I just thought it was just saying, "Oh, you one of those." But now I'm sitting here today and I'm becoming a little bit more comfortable with what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. Because, like I said, I was set back, I was delayed, I was distracted. And now that it's just me and ain't nobody around me, I'm becoming more committed to what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm being loyal by doing it. And as sometimes, I'll be uncomfortable in with delivering certain things, but it's time, and you're gonna start seeing more people come out because it's time. Something is about to happen. Something is about to happen. And it's funny that I say that because that I just said all that about how I was distracted, delayed. That's that's how it's been for others as well. That you're gonna start seeing coming forward. You're gonna start seeing a lot of new channels coming up. And that's because they was blocked as well. They was dealing with things themselves as well. Misunderstanding what it is that they were supposed to do, or how this, or their path, their journey, in confusion. But this is a time where don't go back to old ways of doing things, being around certain people. Do not look back at all. As I said, with a problem coming out, I don't know what's going on or what's going to happen because, hell, they distract us anyways from what's really going on. But this will not affect you much. You will have a happy outcome if you prepare yourself, if you be committed to getting your affairs in order, making sure that your house is straight, and getting yourself together. Because things with uncomfortable and in harm's way coming out underneath it, things could be getting uncomfortable. Now, I'm not sure if this is about like around the election, or it probably is.